Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for your concern. So, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was superb.
Okay, my name is Reena Sharma. I'm from Rajasthan. I completed my qualification in BA, and nowadays I'm running YouTube channel named Masoom English Girl. If I talk about my hobbies, I love connecting with the people from different culture and background, and I enjoy cooking in my free time. That's all about me.
Yeah, that's great. Hear about you. Okay, so your name is Reena, right?
Yeah, my ID name is Reena, and my nickname is Masoom.
Okay, that's so cute name. Okay, so Reena, I can speak like Masoom. That's a good name. So Masoom, tell me that when did you think about, because I have started a series for those who are just thinking about learning English, but they are not able to take first step towards their English. So according to you, when did you think about learning English, and how did you start your learning English journey?
See, if I talk about me, so it was my childhood dream. I wanted to learn this language since my childhood, but because of some reason, I couldn't learn. But before 6 months, I realized that now I have to learn this language because I have mobile phone, so I can learn this language by using my mobile phone. So since that day, I started to learn this language by focusing on reading, writing, listening, and speaking. In starting, it was very difficult for me to, manage time for me, and I was struggling with lots of challenges such as maintaining my consistency to learn this language, and I was unable to understand complex grammar rule as well, but I work on that and I overcome with that.
That's great. So tell me that according to you, that how we can start? We should start with the grammar, or we can start with the small sentences. After that, we can learn grammar.
Okay, so if I tell you from my experience, I started to learn this language by listening, because we were reading and writing since our childhood, since our school days, but we were lacking in listening and speaking. So when I made my mind to speak this language, that time I realized that now I should focus on the listening. So I started to listen. In starting, I was listening daily use sentences, like I was following one channel, Kanchan mem channel, where I was learning daily use sentences, and I was trying to learn some question and answer, like someone, if someone is asking me any kind of question, how can I reply them, and if I'm talking with a stranger, what kind of question I can ask them. So I learned some basic sentences, like basic conversational sentences, and after that I started to speak with the people.
Yeah, that's great, because sometimes people are they're just stuck with the grammar, that we should learn grammar in our initial stage. So you know about the grammar portion, that is definitely a boring part. So if we'll start with the grammar, so definitely we have need for the grammar in initial stage, that okay, at least for sentence structures or for our confidence as well. So you told true words that you can start at least with small sentences, that you can build your confidence, and then you can continue with the grammar as well. Okay, so there is.
Exactly. In starting, there is no need to rush behind the grammar, because we have fundamental knowledge of grammar since our school days, because we were studying about grammar, and after that we were not able to speak because we had no environment for listening and speaking. That's why we should focus on the listening as much as we can, because listening and speaking goes hand in hand. So we should listen more and speak less. But
That.
if you're just thinking that if you have a knowledge about the grammar and that time I will be able to speak, so it's wrong myth. By having a knowledge of grammar, you cannot speak. For speaking, you have to open your mouth. You have to start to speak with the people.
Yes, that's true, that at least you have to speak, and listening is must. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
exactly.
told Kanchan's like
And then
YouTube videos, that. So apart from that, which like you watch for your improving your English, so like podcast, any another YouTube channel you
In
follow that?
starting, I used to follow Kanchan Kesri ma'am YouTube channel, but nowadays I'm not visiting her YouTube channel. Nowadays I'm spending my time for listening motivational speech, interviews, and real life conversation. I don't prefer to listen podcast, and I'm not into watching movies in English, because I learn nothing by watching movies. It consumes 2 and 3 hours and I learn nothing. So that's why I prefer to listen real life conversation where from I can learn many things.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay, tell me something about vocabulary because vocabulary plays a vital role while we are speaking in English. So, how do you learn vocabulary and how do you use that vocabulary in your communication skill?
Okay, so I learn by reading. Whenever I interact with the unfamiliar word, so I try to make some sentences. I relate with my, present and past life. And whenever I'm having conversation, I try to implement that in the conversation because it is a great way to remember vocabs for long time. If we are not implementing, incorporating in our conversation, so we are going to forget it. So whenever we interact with the new words, we should try to make some sentences. We should try to relate with our life, like present life and past and future, because whenever we are having conversation in English, usually we speak about our personal life. So we should try to make that and we can remember that for long time.
That's true. And what about pronunciation? Pronunciation is also plays a vital role because earlier it was not like that, but nowadays pronunciation is must. You have to speak correctly. So how do you improve or enhance your
Or listen.
pronunciation?
For improve your pronunciation, you have to listen a lot. As I already mentioned, listen more and speak less. Listen and try to imitate that how they are pronouncing the words, what's their intonation, what's their rhythm, what's their rate of speech. So try to imitate them, try to copy them, and by doing that, you are going to improve pronunciation as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You have told true words that if the person wants to learn, so definitely they have to watch this video and they can learn from here that how that person can start from beginning with the small sentence structure and after that vocabulary, how we can improve our vocabulary and after that about pronunciation. Definitely, if you have these three things and you will be able to speak. Okay, so
Exactly.
that's great conversation with you and
That is
I
very
lot and apart from learning portion we have speak about our life that how like different views we have that but definitely it's great that we are clear about our thoughts that what we should next, so that's nice to talk to you.
Yeah, it was very nice conversation with you. It was productive and interesting conversation with you. I really enjoyed.
Same here, dear, same here. We'll meet again. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah, sure. Bye. Take care.